Good everyone, my name is Graphics. In this video, we want to reproduce the figure that is displayed at the left hand side of the screen in isometric projection. Now, if you look at the figure closely, you discover that it is in third angle projection. The top view here you see is called the plan, and the down view, the figure below is called what? The front elevation, right? So we are to transform these two views into isometric projection. So what you simply do here, since it's an isometric, is for you to draw your isometric axis, having your vertical in this fashion, having your vertical this way, then that is your y-axis, then you have the x-axis this way, then you have the z-axis also. They are all at an angle of what? 30 degrees. So this is the x, y, z, or vice versa. Now, you will now look for the entire height of this given figure here. If you look closely, for you to get the height, you're going to check the front elevation. That is the elevation of the view. And this is the elevation which my arrow is pointing. And the height is given as 60 plus 25. And that is given as what? 85. So you're going to take your meter rule. Your reference point will be from this point, and you're going to measure 85. So from here, I will measure the 85 from 0, right, up to 8 is 80, then what? 85. You can see that? Now, the next thing is for we to get the width. To get the width, right, you get it from the plan. Is that okay now? Now, if you look at the plan here, we're having 100 across flat. Now, if you look at it, it is in polygon. And what kind of polygon is this? That is an hexagon. So it's across flats, right? 100, I'll measure 100 to the left, and also I'll measure 100 to the right in this fashion. So if I take my meter rule here, I'll measure from 0 to 100. So let me just go to 100 straight ahead. So from 0 to what? To 100 is here. Can you see that? From 0 to 100 is here. Hope you can see that. And I'm going to place it at this point. I'm going to mark 100 here. You can see that. And I'm also going to mark 100 here. So if I've done that, I will now make it to form a box. How will I do that? I'm going to elevate. First of all, repeat what I did here. I'll do it at this point here. So go from here, come here, and I'll draw this way. I'll also come here. Also, I'll do the same thing at this point. Can you see that? Then I'll close it up. Let me bring it down so you see what I'm talking about. Then I am going to what? Close it up in this fashion. From here, I'll close it up, and also from here, I'll close it up, and also I'll place my set square this way, and I'll come to this end. I'll draw it this way, and I'll come to this end also. I'll draw it this way. So what I've just done here is this. Let me make it more visible. So this is what we have. We brought out this box. Now the next thing is for we to, if you look from the elevation, it means that the hexagon, right, is at the top here. So meaning that whatever I'm drawing from the hexagon will be at the top, and the thickness is 25. So the thickness should be at a length of 25. Just like what you're seeing from here to here, 25 will be from here to somewhere around here. You can see that. So in doing that, what I will just do is this. I'll measure 25 on this aspect here. So let's do that and see. So let me measure the 25 from 0 straight down to 25. Can you see that? And I'll just complete it up. I'll just close it up from here. So from here, I'll close it up. From here, I'll close it up. You can see that. I'll come here also. I should be able to do the same thing here too. From here, draw this. And also from here, I'll do this. Let me close them up. You can see that. So once I have done that, now the next thing is for us to draw the hexagon. So how are we going to do that hexagon? This is what we are simply going to do here, right? Now from the left hand side, let me remove this. You can see I'm going to construct a rectangle. This is the step you take to construct a hexagon here. I'm going to construct a rectangle. First of all, I'll draw a vertical line this way. Then I'll also draw an horizontal line this way. Hope you can see that. Now, since it is diameter from the plan, we have 100. So I'm going to take 50. See what I'm doing? I'm going to take 50, half of the diameter of 100. You can see that. And I'll place it. Before that, since from here to here, I'll measure 100 vertical and 100 horizontal. So let's do that and see. This is 0 to 100, right? And I'll place it here. I'll measure 100 here and also measure 100 here. Can you see that? So I'll make it form the box that I want. So just take this up. You don't really have to do this, it's just a way of assisting you. And I'll come here too, I'll do this too. Can you see that? Now the next thing is for me to get the center of this figure. An easy way to get the center of a plane figure is just to join the diagonals. So if I join this diagonal from this end to this end, right, I'll have this. And if I join the diagonal from this end to this end, I'll have this. Now see that? So this is the center of the figure. So if I should do that, then the next thing I am going to do is that I can take my compass from this end, right? I'll take it to the center, then I'll mark up here and I'll mark down here. You can see that? I'll come to the next point here also. I'll do the same thing from this point to the center. I'll mark here and I'll also mark here. I'll do it for every corners. I'll come here also, I'll do the same thing. Take it to the center, I'll mark here and I'll mark here. And I'll come here also, place it here to the center, I'll mark here and also mark here. So what I just did here is to bring out an hexagon from here this way, from here this way, from here this way, from here this way. I see that? So this is, let me call it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then H, right? And this is point 1, point 2, point 3, and 4. I can just be that way just to assist ourselves. So this is our hexagon here, right? So what we'll just do here in order to get it here, discover that you just take your compass, place it at this corner. Let's say this corner here, you see here, is our corner 2, both up and down corner 2. So I'll just take my compass, right, and I'm going to place it at this corner here, 2. I'll come to C. Can you see that? I'll come to C, so I'll come to this 2. I'll mark on the point of C here and here. I'll come to 2 again, mark on the point of C here and here. See what I'm doing? Then I can use my instrument. Then I'm going to join these 2 points from here to here, and also join these 2 points. from here to here. Hope you can see that. So this point you're seeing is B and C. B and what? C. Is that taken? And I'm going to join BB and I'll join CC. You can see that? I'll come again. I can come to 1. I can decide that this is my point 1 here. I can see this is my point 1 here. Right? So it's all the same thing to A. So if I come to 1, I'll mark here and here. I'll also mark here and here. So if I'm to join them together, see what I'm doing? I'll join from this top point here to this point. Then the down here, I cannot really, if I should try to do that, the top will be blocking the down, so it's not necessary. So I'll just join from this up here to this point here. You can see that, and I'll join from here to here, and also from here to here. Okay, this is A, and the other end here is H. That is A, H, then point 1, point 1. Right? Then with the same measurement again, I can come to, this is 2, then the next one is 3 here. This is the 3 I have here. The same measurement I have, since they are the same, right? I will come to 3. I'll mark this point and this point. I'll also place it here. I'll mark this point and this point. And I'll join them together. So this 3, this will be B, and then this will be D, right? And here will be what? E. So I'll just join D and E this way. Before even that, I can join this point here, up, down, because this will be clearly visible. Start again. Then here, D and E. You can see that. Then I'm going to join this way. Now join this way. Because if I want to join the one down, the up will block it, so I don't have to disturb myself with that. Then I'm going to come to this end also, which is this other end here. I'll place it here. I'll mark this point to this point, and also this point to this point. Then I'll join them together. To that point, I can call it to be this 1, 2, 3. This point will be point 4, right? So when I'm joining it, I'll start from the top, from here to here, right? Then from here to here, then from here to here, right? Now I can't do the one under because the top will be blocking the one under. This is taken to be a solid, so you cannot really see what's happening. If I should draw anything under here, that will be hidden line. That taking, which I'll show you at the end of the video. Now that is not all. Then the next thing, we have a circle in between from the plan, and that circle has a diameter of what? 48. So the easiest way you should do is to get the center of this top figure here. And I told you how to get the center of a plane figure is to join the diagonals. So if I join this diagonal, this end to this end, my center will be somewhere around here. And this end to this end, my center will be somewhere around there, which you can already see here, here to here. So that is my center point here of this plane figure here. So I can just easily take my instrument, right? And I'll start working on it. Draw a horizontal line along that point this way, and my other line along this point this way. You can see what I'm focusing on. Let's call this, if I'm moving on, this anything going here, this is my X, right? This also is my X. Then the vertical one is my Y, right? So this is my Y, this is my X, and this is my X. So if this is X, here also is X. If this is Y, here also is Y. You don't really have to disturb yourself with that. So if I've done that now, since the diameter you can see here is 48, I will just measure 48 on my meter rule. I'll just measure 48. At the half of 48, which is 24, from 0 to this is 24 here. Can you see that? And I will just place it on this point here, the center point. Then I'll mark on the X 24, 24, right? Then I'll mark on the Y 24, and also what 24. So when I'm moving forward, I'll be having this way. From this point, I'll draw a vertical line. From the next point, also draw another vertical line. Then I'll come here too. From this point, draw another line here. Then for this point, draw another line here. So just make sure that they are all forming a box. What do you notice? I have formed my box. There's all these corners here where they meet is the box I need. So in that box, I'm going to construct my circle because there's a circle on it. So should we do that together? So let's work with it. So using ordinate method, that's what we're doing. You're going to join from this point X, this point Y here to X in both sides. From this point Y here to X in both sides. So where they intersect, that will be your point. Right? So let's call it to be point P and what? Q. So what I'll just do is, if I place my compass here, I'll go to this end and I'll draw my circle. If I come here also, from this end, I'll come to this end, I'll also draw my circle. And if I place it at P, from this point, I'll also draw my circle. From P here. And also from this point Q, I'll also draw my circle. So with this, let me taking it out. What we have, I have taken it out. Okay, taken. So the question is, this circle we have, you can see is going through from the front elevation, this hidden line here, right? It's telling that the circle is going through straight down. So what I'll do means it's coming out downward this way. Are we together? So I can actually do the same thing under here so that the circle is actually going down. Is that taken? So if I should do that, this is what is actually going to happen. When I join these diagonals too, from here to here, for the lower rectangle, the lower square, I will join these diagonals. So the center is here. I will also join these diagonals. So the center is what is here. This is where they are meeting. And I'll do the same thing I did here by transferring those points. I'll do the same thing here. I'll draw my X. This line you see is my X. And this line you see is my Y. That's the way you can label them. So they are meeting here. I've gotten this, I've gotten that. So I'll just transfer those points down. And this is how I will transfer the point down. If I should draw these diagonals, right? I should bring this point down. So what I want to do, let me extend this a little bit. Let me extend this. If I should do this, let me bring this one down. And I have this, it's already there. So if I should bring this down this way, transfer these points. Let me just bring this point down here. When I bring it down, you can see that this line you're seeing is this line here. If I bring it down, this is point P. If I bring this one down, this is point Q. Instead of me still doing those threads that I'm doing here. So the next thing is to get the end point here. So if I should get the end point here, look at what I want to do here. So for me to get what I want to do, I will just from that point, let me elongate this a little bit. This diagonal here. Right? So let me just bring this one down. with faint line now. Turn this one down too. You can see that. So this is what we have. So from this point, and then bring this down to. I take this from this point. Still on the same line. So let me just bring this down. You can just redo the same thing I did up. You can just follow this method. Then here also this point here, I'll mark on that line here and here. So what I'm just trying to do here is just to repeat the same thing I did here. You do the same thing. Where I constructed this, you construct it down there. So I'll just take my construct the same thing and I'll be having this. If I take the compass and I place it at the corner, since I place it at this corner and I got this, I also place it at this corner and I'll be having this also. You can see that? I'll be doing what? I'll be having this. Just gauge it. These two ends here. Hope you can see that. So I'll be having this figure this way. That is what we have. So there's kind of a hole inside, right? Now the next thing is to get the other parts. We have successfully gotten this top part here, which you can see from the plan. And the remaining part is just what we have, and the distance is what? Diameter of 76. So what I will just do here, simply what I will do here, is still going to join diagonals. These two ends start from the base now. Since it's at the base, this point here, my arrow points at the base. So I'll just join these two diagonals this way in order to get the center. I already have the center. I'll just draw this line. The center will be somewhere around here, right? So if I channel the other center here, which is the center here, any of the center, so it means that my diagonal, my center point is here. So I'll just draw this line. I'll also draw this line. So what I'm interested in is this is given as x, this is what? Y, and the vertical line is what? Is z. So what I'll just do is to diameter of given 76, that is 38 will be the radius. So I will just measure 38 on my meter rule this way. From zero here, this is 30, 38, 5, 36, 38 here. Right? And I'll place it at the center point and I'm going to mark to the left this point, and this point here. So I'll make it form the box. Forming the box, since I want to draw a circle, how do I need a circle? If you look at the front of the 76, you see that there's a symbol there, that symbol representing diameter. That is telling that it is circular in shape, there's a cylinder there. So that rectangle you are seeing from here is a cylinder, not just a rectangle. So the reason you are seeing it as a rectangle is because of what? It is showing in the orthographic view. So let's do this. So I've brought this out. So you know this is x, this is y. So if this is x, here also is what? Is x. And if this is y, here also is what? Is y. So I'll just take my meter rule from this end, or from this end, any end of your choice. From this end here, I will join to x, and from this end, I will join to what? Y. And they are meeting at this point here. Can you see that? And I'm going to draw a circular shape there. So again, I'll draw a circular shape there. So let's do it together. So when I place it here to this end, I'll have a circle. You need to be very careful. Paint line first. I'll come to the other end here. I'll draw another circle so that it is well positioned. And at this point here, I'll draw another circle too. And at this point here, I'll draw another arc here. can see that. So what I'll simply do is, you can just from here take your meter rule, stand it straight, and take diagonal upward this way. Let me start with faint line first. And at this point too, take this point here, take it upward too. Press a touch since it's not going in altogether. So aside from that, there's something going in through from this point here, and the distance given to the what is given to be 28. So I can actually take 14 from my meter rule. There's a hole going through here. Take 14. So from 0, this is 10, this is 14 here. I can place it at this point. I'll mark 14 to the left and 14 to the right. Is that again? And if I should do that, see what will happen. The height is given to the wall 10. So I'll just measure 10 upwards. So let me first of all take this up. Let me just take this up a little bit. From here, this is 14 here, take this up. And also from here, if I should move it in. So that should be up a little bit. And I'll measure, let me see that, from here, 14 here, and 14 here. Okay, and I'll measure 10 upward because from here to here is 10. So if I should do that 10, from 0 to 10, this here. And I can actually close it up. Now you can't really close it up. What you need is to draw another circular figure there. That's what I'm going to do. Right? You cannot just say you want to draw a straight line from here to here. It is not possible. So you're going to redo this up again. So let's just do that again. So this is 10. From here to here is 10, right? So I'll come up here. From this point, I'll measure 10. So that 10 I measure, I'll take it round this way. I'll take it round this way. Let me take it up so you see what I'm talking about. So I'll take it around this way. I'll come here too. Let me take this up. I'll take it here too. Right? Then I'll take this. So what I just need is I'll show you what I'm trying to talk about. So I'll come here. What I just need here is just to transfer the point. So if I join this diagonal, so this is the up one, they meet here. This is where this and this meet. So when I bring out that diagonal this way, right, I need this angle. So how did I get? The question is, how did I get here? So this is what's happening here. Where these two lines meet from this point, I'll draw a line this way. Watch closely, a line this way, and from this point, I'll draw another line this way. So they're meeting here. You can get that now. So from that point, I can actually place my compass there and take it somewhere around here. Then I'm going to draw this. Just see what I'm doing now. Let me transfer that point too. Take it up from here to the diagonal here, and from here to the diagonal here. Just transferring the point instead of repeating the same process. So when I place it at this point, so I'll just come here and I'll do the same thing too. So this is what I just need here. So I'll just take my instrument from here. I'll take this up. Then my instrument from here. I'll take this up. Then There's no space down here, so I'll just join these two up here. So let me make it from here to let me make it thickened. You can see that. So this place is, you can see that there's no space here. There's a space here from the diagram, so I'm not going to thicken this. I'll just thicken the rest. So let me thicken the rest. So this is what we have. So I can easily thicken from this point straight up. And I can also thicken from this point straight up. You can see that. So if you are to look through this point here, is going in straight, I can just decide to draw a straight line in here if I'm not mistaken here. So I'll just take it in. Right? So this is what we have here. We successfully reproduce that given view you can see at the right hand side of the screen. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.